Hello, everybody. Happy Juneteenth. I hope everybody's doing well. So I'm going to just jump right into it. Let me pull up your questions, Melanated Geek. Hey, Betty B. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing? Alrighty. Alrighty, Leandra, I got your Cash App. Thank you. Alrighty. Let's see. I think I got them. Okay, perfect. I'm doing pretty good. Happy Juneteenth. I was really tired today, so I just, allowed myself to rest as much as possible. And my left knee is hurting randomly. Other than that, I'm pretty good. All right. So let's start off with Melanated Geek. Or actually, I think these are your old questions. Let me find the new one. Okay, I think this is it. Okay, here we go. While listening to affirmations, saw vision. What was the point of that vision? Okay, let's see. All right, what was the point of that vision? All right, so we have the God of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the Empress, the Three of Wands, I was going to say the Six of Wands, Justice card, and then the Ace of Wands. Okay. And it's interesting because you mentioned like a little girl, and then you have the Empress here. So in terms of like what was the point of the vision, just honestly highlighting that the spirit child, the spirit baby, the daughter is, she's bringing you all closer together spiritually. It's so funny because I've been thinking about this recently, is that when we think of like our 5D, our dream world, oftentimes it's like we're living we're living another life basically, because when you master the ability to kind of lucid dream and just kind of connect with other individuals in the 5D, you really just have another life there basically. And so I feel like the vision that you were having was more so of you all living together, being together in that 5D sense, and you're basically just experiencing the other life that you all have together. So you have a life together in the 3D, then you also have one in the 5D. And so the little one, she just brought you all together, even further in terms of the connection, which allows you all to develop more individually, but also too when it comes to your romantic like partnership. And I look at her as like supporting you all in the 3D as well too. So like this is you, this is like, this represents you, and then this could represent her energy. So like even though she's physically not here just yet, she's still guiding you, she's still leading you, supporting you along the way. And that guidance allows you all to stay connected and to, continue to move forward throughout like your pathways, but also the different experiences that you're supposed to encounter. And I'm noticing like 3 of the cards have like some type of road, some type of path. So she's literally a guide. She's just here to help structure some of the movement that you all are going to experience and to keep you on track. Hey, Brittany, I will add you to the list. Okay, next one. What was the purpose of this vision? The second vision. 3 of Swords. Son of Swords. Temperance. And then the 7 of Pentacles. I feel like the purpose of this vision was to honestly be used as like a healing mechanism. And the reason why I say that is just because we start off with the 3 of Pentacles, the 3 of Swords, and then we are seeing this shift with the Son of Swords, and then we have the Temperance card. And the Temperance card is a beautiful card because it represents a lot of that healing, harmonious energy that we often need in our life, but also we desire at times. And I feel that that vision was meant to bring some type of peace, some type of inner calmness to ease your mind and ease your energy, your spirit as well. And so that that you can trust the level of intimacy that you all share, but also too that you can trust this person, and that there is something that you all have been working towards and building towards, and it's more than just like that physical act. It's deeper than that. It's something that allows you all to advance. It allows you all to just kind of jump into a different mindset, a different exchange at times. And it just literally causes you all to be balanced and to kind of, how do I word it, recharge, and to just honestly heal. So that's what I have for that one. So that's why you had the vision and, that experience. All right, the next question. All right, as we mentioned, you to her. We have 3 of Pentacles, the World, and then the Strength card. I get a yes, he has mentioned her mentioned you to her before. Absolutely. I think that he's also mentioned you to another woman that holds a lot of influence and value in his life. So in addition to the mother, maybe an aunt or maybe, older cousin, there's somebody with older influence as well too. Could be very close in age to like his mom or not too far behind. And he gets like a woman's perspective on things. He gets, their thoughts about things, and like how can he handle certain situations, or if you were to do this, is he going about it the right way? Is there something he could do differently or think about differently in order to make sure that he's doing his part? That's something that I see that he also has discussed with them. Bottom of the deck, the Temperance card. He definitely wants to maintain the peace with you, and both of you kind of just work together very smoothly, and there's not a lot of like hiccups. There's not a lot of challenges. So he likes to talk to them about things because they live a lot, of different experiences and have a variety of different shared pieces of wisdom to give and to offer. All right, channel message from O. I'll just pull a card and just kind of, I was going to say pull a card and go from there, but I guess we have two cards. So we have the Two of Swords and the Six of Cups. I'm hearing him say he doesn't want you to ever feel like you have to decide or choose between which version of yourself you have to be with him or around him. Be all of you. Don't hold back. He's saying it's okay if there are moments where you feel like you're a little bit more in your masculine energy, but just know that you can trust him to take the lead, and you can sit more in your feminine energy and not be afraid of that. I'm hearing him say thank you. I'm seeing the colors purple and silver. I don't know what that's about, but I see those colors. I'm seeing somebody in purple shorts as well. So it's like purple and silver is one piece, and then there's like this other piece of like somebody in purple shorts as well. I'm hearing him say you're always on his mind. I'm hearing him say you make him laugh. I'm seeing him like laugh a lot too. I don't know if he has like a beard, like a long beard, but I see a beard. And like you kind of playing with it a little bit. And if he doesn't have a beard, it's like you just kind of grabbing his chin. Hey, Armor. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I just saw your name pop up as I opened my eyes. I'm hearing him say he wants to grow old together, grow old with you. And your lips are soft. I'm gonna get a couple songs. We have long song. Love Song by Adele. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I'm home again. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I'm whole again. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel I am young again. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am fun again. And then we have Stay by Rihanna. Not really sure how to feel about it. Something in the way you move makes me feel like I can't live life without you. It takes me all the way. I want you to stay. So that kind of fits that motto of like, I want to grow old with you. I want you to stay. And even if you notice in this card, they're sitting on the swing. He has his hands wrapped around her. And it's just like they're embracing the beautiful scenery and enjoying each other's company. So that's what I have for you, Melanated Geek. I hope that resonated with you and that you enjoyed it. Alrighty, up next is Leandra. Oh, you said your energy feels weird, Betty B. Yeah, there could be something going on in the air. You're not the only one that I've heard someone say that their energy feels a little weird. Alrighty, Leandra, what's your question? All right, you want to know, can I know how Michael the Aquarius feels about me? We're in a friendship, separation. He moved on to a new relationship, by the way. All right. Let's just see what's going on and how he feels about you. Hey, Rosalie. We have the Ten of Wands, the Six of Swords, the Death card. Queen of Wands. Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Cups. And under that Ten of Cups was the Empress. All right. So how does Michael the Aquarius feel about you? I feel like in terms of his feelings for you, you all are in this weird space where the emotional piece, the emotional side of things have not changed. So like the depthness of the feeling. So the love, like that energy hasn't changed, but more so it's just like this 3D experience that's happening where, you're not speaking to each other. It feels like they have moved on and there's like this into the friendship or to the connection. It's just mostly a 3D thing, but it's more so a 3D presentation of just some of the fears that both of you have had. And it just played out basically, right? And it's not something that you can't change or edit. And I feel like too, it playing out now just shows you that the newer thoughts that you'll have and, start to shift and start to change, that will end up playing out as well. And then when I shuffle the new bottom of the deck card is the Sun. So you have the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. So it's just showing you in this moment is that yes, things might not be what you want it to be, but it is not the end all be all. Basically, like you have the power to literally change the story, to change the narrative, and how you do that is one, shifting the focus onto self and like building more of that self-confidence, building more of that like bad goddess energy, and making yourself feel and know that you are the most desirable person, right? And not feeling or thinking that you have to compete or that there's someone else that you have to worry about. It's more so like the only competition in life, you know, is the true competition that you really have in life is yourself at the end of the day. Because if you believe you can't do something, then guess what? You can't do it. But if you believe you can do it, then you're going to be able to do it. And so like mastering that is essential. Here is one of the big things that I see. And I'm also noticing too that spirit is saying like you will never be the person, he can never get too far away from you, basically. Like there's always going to be some type of connection with you, you know, even if you don't see it in the physical, like there, you're going to always be connected to each other. And that's something that he can't really run away from, even if you try. So no matter like how far he goes, he's always going to feel drawn to you or think of you. And with the energy that you're going to start creating and, you know, holding within yourself, is going to draw that in even more, where you're like, you know what, I am desirable. I am, you know, this beautiful person, this beautiful soul. I attract, you know, many people to me. You know, I attract great experiences and this, that, and the third. And so that's going to continue to allow you to attract better experiences, but also too, that's going to bring them in even more because you're not even focused on their situation. Like it's literally like, okay, whatever. They're in this space right now with this person because there's a lesson they got to learn or, you know, work through. So let me focus on myself and enjoy my life. And as you're doing that, it's like, boom. It just continues to shed more light on how amazing you are and all that you have to be. And I'm literally hearing them say, like, I couldn't hide if I wanted to, which is funny. Yeah, that's what I have for you. Clearly the Four of Wands wanted to flip over because it slid out of my hand and flipped over. Alrighty. Up next is Brittany. You're welcome. All right, Brittany, your question. Romance messages, general messages, especially any that seem urgent from spirit to help me. Okay. Let's get some romance messages. Queen of Wands. Six of Wands. Ooh, Four of Wands. And then the Fool. So right out the bat, Brittany, your love messages are very strong. Hey, love queen. I was actually thinking about you earlier. I was going to send you a message on Instagram. So that's so funny you popped by. But that's so funny you popped on here. I literally was thinking about you today and I was like, I'm going to message her. But back to your reading, Brittany. All of these cards are just beautiful for your love messages, for your love reading. And it's just showing us that this is the moment, this is the season to literally be obsessed with yourself and to be in love with yourself, like fully. Notice how like she's putting her makeup on, she's looking in the mirror, and then she's looking in the mirror here. Be overly obsessed with yourself. Be overly obsessed with yourself. Be overly in love with yourself. And this is something that I am stepping into more and more of each and every day. And it's exciting. It's like very thrilling, you know, to just hype yourself up, to be so enthused and so in love with yourself. It's very fun. And it feels amazing. And so as you're doing these things, you literally are going to draw so much more attention to you. Like you have attention now, but you're going to get it even. When I say the attention is going to jump off the charts, it's literally going to jump off the charts. And You're going to have a lot of people wanting to date you, wanting to take you out on dates, wanting to pursue you, wanting to potentially take you on vacations or to travel. And that comes because you're not obsessing of like, oh, can I get this person? When am I going to get a person? It's more so like, I'm so freaking amazing. I love myself. And everybody that comes to you is just going to be that way with you more and more because they see how you love yourself. They see how you treat yourself. And that literally shifts the dynamic of things in your life and in your love life, period, because that energy is going to be matched because of what you're putting out there and what you're giving yourself, right? So it's like you're not like, oh, I'm waiting on someone to give me roses. It's like, no, I'm buy my own roses because I deserve it. I don't have to wait on anybody to do it for me. I'm going to do it myself, you know? And then it literally births this new experience for you in love, which is beautiful. Let's get some cards for like general messages. There's anything urgent Spirit has for you. So we got the Strength card. It wanted to play like peekaboo. Son of Wands. The Lovers. Ooh. And then a Seven of Cups. I feel like Leo season for you is going to be really exciting in terms of like dating. So get ready for that. I feel like the big general messages they have for you that are urgent, that they want you to know and pay attention to at this time, is just to know that when you are presented multiple options, don't be afraid to take your time to explore them and to try them out. That could be people, that could be opportunities, it could be connected to job, it could be connected to school, whatever it is. But don't be afraid to explore them because the Sun of Wands, the Strength card, and the Seven of Cups just gives me that energy of you just having fun and exploring it and not taming that inner beast within you, that inner lioness within you, just to people please or just to, seem modest. It's like, no, go for it. Get everything you want and then some. If you want to play around with all the options you have, you can do that. No one's stopping you but yourself. So by all means necessary, enjoy it and don't be afraid to explore it. And it will be so rewarding. And it's very interesting too how the Four of Wands and the Lovers are, next to each other. So for me, it gives me this vibe of that you're, attracting a person that you can be with in a committed relationship with, that you can be with long term because of the way that you pour into yourself and the way that you love on yourself and are obsessed with yourself. And I'm hearing Spirit say like, do this for at least like 2 to 3 weeks. And it's not saying like just do it for 3 weeks and then stop loving on yourself and being obsessed with yourself. No, but it's saying like do it for 2 to 3 weeks and just see how things change within your life. See how you feel about yourself. See how you feel about things and see that shift. So I highly recommend you start on it, and 2, take care of yourself, take care of your body. So that means like going to the gym or like going for walks, exercising at home, do it. All right, Brittany. So that's what I have for you. Hi, it's me, Lee. My list is still open if you want to join. Once I do Rojalie's list, there's many open spaces. All right, Rojalie, you're up next. Okay. Will things get better at work in the next month? Will things get better for Rojalie at work within the next month? Will things get better for Rojalie at work within the next month? We got a yes. Alrighty. I'll do your love notes while you put your questions in here. All right, we have I love you more than you'll ever know. I really love the way you make me feel inside. You are everything that I could ever want or need. Thank you for loving me. Please don't cry or be sad because of me. I'm learning to live life better through you. What's going on with us? I never knew what love was until you showed me. We will be together again. And then finally, we'll just take them off. You are my answer prayer. I'm ready to take you on a romantic date. I want to hold you in my arms so badly. And then do I have what it takes to think about this every day? All right. So those are the love notes. All right, it's me, Lee. I will add you to the list. Thanks for donating. All right. Let's look at number 2. What additional lifestyle changes should I make to get where I want to be health-wise? Let's see. We have the world. And for some reason, they don't want me to review these just yet, so we'll do those later. But the world on top of those two. Seven of Pentacles and Daughter of Pentacles, and then the Magician. I feel like the big thing that I'm seeing here is to expose yourself to nature a lot more, whether it's like going for a walk. I'm hearing walking, like you need to walk more, you need to get more fresh air. Because even if you walk at your job, it's something about going outdoors and getting that fresh air, that exposure to the vitamin D of the sun. And it helps with like your mental health as well too. Something of the biggest things that I see. Another thing that I'm seeing is it's really important for you to work on your breathing. I don't know why I'm getting like this hyperventilation type of thing, but you need to work on your breathing. You need to meditate. You need to ground your energy a lot better. You also need to eat more greens, but I'm hearing more so like spinach and zucchini and broccolini. They didn't say broccoli, they said broccolini for whatever reason. So if you can get those things, that'd be great. I'm also seeing that it would be great if you could go to like a botanical garden and just like, walk around there every now and then. Whether if it's a free place or, somewhere outside that just has like a bunch of flowers and trees, like different kind of trees and stuff, do that. Obviously take allergy medicine if needed. I also see the need of you kind of like doing a like not necessarily a social media detox, but more so just like a device detox where you're not on things for a long time. It's like a computer, a phone, TV, like those type of things. Just, enjoy for a little bit, and then you have to like let it go and just focus on resting, focus on meditating, focus on breathing, focus on eating a certain way. It's something that I see as well. So let's see what these other cards are under the world. We have the Three of Cups and we have the King of Swords. It might be important to also kind of distance yourself from your friends for like a day or two, just from people in general. Obviously not outside of work if you have to deal with people, but that's really important. So give yourself like a 24-hour day where you don't interact with anybody else outside of work. And then you cleanse your energy as well too, because some of the energy that you're picking up on and taking on is others, and that could be contributing to any health issues that you might be experiencing, because there hasn't been like a thorough cleanse, there hasn't been like a thorough like release of other people's energy. And if you work with people daily, especially if there are people that are sick or just going through a lot of things themselves, you're going to pick up on that energy over time. So you have to cleanse your energy as much as you can, as frequently as you can, in order to protect yourself. And the thing that you can do just very simple is just like getting some water, like a bowl of water, and put some salt in it and literally wash your hands with it daily, like once you get in. Or you could put it in like a spray bottle and spray yourself with it if you want, before and after you get home. But definitely cleansing your energy before you go to bed as much as you can. If you can't do it every day, try to do at least every other day, every 2 days, just because it builds up. So that's what I get for that question. And then your other question is, why have I been having this overwhelming sense of fear these past few days? So that could be it, because it's somebody else's energy. Hi, Bianca S. You surely can. I will add you to the list. Why have you been having this overwhelming sense of energy, of fear these past few days? Knight of Cups, 8 of Wands. I feel like it's like rapid. This sense of like energy that you're feeling, it just comes out of nowhere and it hits you hard. It's definitely not your energy, number one. I would say that for starters. It's connected to someone. Could be like, if it could be your twin. It could just be a partner, a soulmate partner that you're connected to romantically and spiritually. And so they have this energy that's going on. And so you're picking up on it, right? You're sensing their energy. We have the God of Cups. So yeah, they're definitely going through some type of emotional roller coaster right now. And I think that's what's contributing to you feeling this fear and feeling these different emotions, is because that's what they're experiencing. That's why with the health question, it's like you have to cleanse your energy, because if you don't, you're going to continue to pick up on other people's energies, and it's going to take over your own energy and kind of just like drain you and make you feel overwhelmed, or make you feel just tired or stressed out, or even you start to feel the physical, pain and symptoms of that. So that's what I have for you, Roger. Okay, so definitely do some cleansing. Definitely do some cleansing and protect your energy. Take a break from people for a day. Take a break. They'll be fine. Just take a break. Okay? So that's what I got for you, Rosalie. I hope that was helpful. All right. Up next is It's Me, Lee, and then I gotta add Bianca S. All right, it's me, Lee. Okay. How will things go with me and Varson's getting back in communication? Let's see. Yes, do your best. Literally, like when you come into the house, get all the things you need, so that way you don't have to go back out of your space, of your room, and just stay in there. if you don't have like your own bathroom, like, do what you got to do to cleanse yourself, and then go in your room and stay in there and like just zone out. Imagine you're in a different space. All right, this is for It's Me, Lee. How things go with you and Virus since getting back in communication. We have Redacted, which is 36, number 47, Optimism. Number 32, Confusion. I'm noticing the black and white here. I feel like one thing Spirit is saying is that everything is not black and white with you too. So don't try to make it black and white. Sometimes it's like a little gray area. And, you just can't define it all the time. But with the Optimism card being in the middle, and that's the only card so far that has color, it shows us that there is potential for things progressing and moving forward in a better light. And both of you have a better understanding of like, how can we improve? How can we be better? And knowing that we cannot change the past. We can't take back what we said, but we can move better to where that type of situation or hurt or pain doesn't happen again. That disconnect doesn't happen again. We have Solitude and Detachment, number 42, and then number 34. So the time apart where you weren't in communication with each other was definitely well needed. And I feel that this has given this giving both of you the opportunity to kind of reflect on how do we move on things to be better moving forward, and not allowing what happened in the past to happen again. What happened in the past to not, destroy a potential connection that can be worth the while, but also to fulfilling and rewarding in a sense. And there's so much learning energy here that both of you can get from each other. So that's something that I see here. I also see that I'm hearing Spirit say, like, don't, like, once again with this black and white stuff, like, don't try to make it black and white. Don't try your hardest to figure something out. Like, just be open-minded, and just trust that you will receive the clarity that you need to receive at some point. So don't try to force it, because that would drive you insane, and then it's going to make you come up with something that might not even be accurate. See the Five of Wands. Like, don't try to force it. Don't try to create a scenario or some type of idea in your mind and run it with that, especially if it's not the real deal. And then, like I said, it's going to drive you insane. It will make you sad. Like, you just come up with these own stories, your own story in your head. So it's like, literally, Spirit will give you the clarity, will shine the light on what it is and what it's not, but you just have to be patient with when that comes in and not worry about it too much. I feel like with you all being back into communication now, there is room for one, clarity, but two, there's an opportunity for you all to kind of rebuild a friendship, is what I'm hearing. And I think that's the key to resolving this issue, is that you both are in a space where you rebuild this friendship. You rebuild a foundation between you two first. Like, that's where it starts. That's the root of the problem, So once that gets rebuilt and that's solid, then you can move forward. And I think too, I'm hearing their energy to say, like, don't feel like you're alone. Like, I'm still here for you. It might feel like it's different than what it was before, but they're still here. In the physical for sure, but on the spiritual side, like, they're still here for you 100%. All right, so that's what I have for that question. Hey, Red Nappy Summer. Yep, you can get on the list. And yeah, Okay, so yeah, don't try to worry about, figuring out where we stand at this moment. Like literally just, I know, it's easier said than done, but just relax on it, like trying to figure that out. Because if you keep trying to figure it out, you're going to drive yourself insane, and you'll probably confuse yourself even more, because you're going to try to like overanalyze every little thing, and that's going to drive you insane. You're welcome, love. All right, what's your next question? You get 2 pendulum questions. Yep, for 15A, you get 2 pendulum questions and 1 tarot question, and then you get the Charmies. Let me get you a couple more charms, and then I'll do your pendulums. All right, first one, are things with fire in his current situation going to end? All right. Are things going to end with fire in his current situation? Are things going to end with fire in his current situation? We got a yes. All right, what's your second question? Will things with me and fire improve for the better? Okay. Will things between her and fire improve for the better? Will things between her and fire improve for the better? Will things between her and fire better? We got a yes to that question as well. Okay. And then your charms that you got, you have Leo, which is courageous. You have I choose strength, which is, very befitting for Leo. And then it was funny too, because the sticker, this power sticker, I had it and then I let it go. But it's funny that you still have 2 charms that connect to that. We have protected. So this is just a reminder of how protected you are, how protected you are each and every day. We have 2 stars here. So I feel like with these 2 stars, this is giving me the vibe that your spirit guides and your ancestors, they want you to make 2 wishes. Like they want to make 2 wishes. Think about what 2 things you really want. Sit with it. Don't not in this exact moment, but like after the live, sit down and think about what are 2 things that I want right now in my life. Whether it's something tangible or something that's like more internal, think about those 2 things and set that wish, set that intention, and they are yours. And I feel like this is what the fairy represents, granting that wish, honoring that wish. We have the angel, and this also represents protection, but also to this energy of softness. And maybe there is a guide that you can call on at this time to assist you with those wishes or assist you in another area. We have the arrow within the heart, which says love. So there's love around you, and there's love coming towards you and near you. And then we have the mermaid, and I'm noticing that she's playing with her hair. So I feel like there's something Spirit wants you to do is like, do something different with your hair. Take care of your hair a little bit more. Protect it however you feel called to do so. And maybe try, a a different hairstyle, a different wig, whatever you do with your hair, try something different with it. Doesn't have to be drastically different, but do something different. So let's say you always get your part on your left side, try the right side. Or let's say you always get it bone straight, maybe get it with like a little curl on the side or something. There's a shift needed here physically with your hair, and also just to a cleansing of the hair. So our hair picks up on a lot of things, it can hold a lot of energy as well, so making sure that you're cleansing your hair as much as you can, and protecting it. I'm hearing them say protect the ends, so if you need to put a little oil at the ends of them, do that, or some type of moisture, do it. All right, so that's what I have for you. I hope that resonated with you. For some reason, I just felt like this nausea, this burst of nausea. Nah, I was fine, but I felt that randomly. So we'll look into it in a second to see like what energy that is for you, Bianca. Just out of curiosity. Let's get a card. What does this nausea have to do with Bianca? I know this wasn't your question, Bianca, but I'm just randomly feeling it. I'm gonna put you back, actually. Spirit said to put you back. Yeah, the Goddess of Cups and then the God of Wands. I feel like the nausea is a representation of some type of internal battle that you're experiencing. It's like it's not even necessarily between the heart and the mind per se, but more so of like, deciphering the difference between what it is that I want to do and what fuels me, what really like just ignites this passion, this flame within me. And you might say like, oh, aren't those the same? Aren't they the same thing? But I feel like Spirit is saying what you want to do could be like, oh, I want to take a trip to I want to go somewhere. I want to take a trip to Miami, but deep down inside, you know that you want to go to Greece. And it's like, oh, do I settle for the trip to Miami because it's closer and easier for me to do? Or do I figure out a way to get to Greece because that's where I want to be? Random thing, like example, but that's what I'm picking up. So if you have been experiencing some nausea lately, it could be a reflection of this internal conflict that you've been experiencing. But it's so funny how that happened. So we clear that energy, release it. Okay, so let me actually go to your questions. I remember you said it was like a timing and then higher self or higher self messages. Oh, you said you've been feeling it out of nowhere. Wow, that's so interesting. Like how I picked that up, you know, out of nowhere as well. So, very interesting. All right, you said I've been trying to, okay, release an ex. So, yeah, it's you purging, it's you letting that go and releasing it. All right, timing. It's fine. All right, what is your question that's connected to timing? I'm actually use my timing cards and see what happens. See what we get out of it. And remember, timing is fluid. Time is fluid. So sometimes it can be before or after. Okay, when will Jonathan try to reach out? Let's see what we get from the card. We got February. February is obviously past. And then we have January. That's very interesting. We have the first 2 months of the year. Very interesting. Let's get an actual like tarot card to see why we got those cards. Because obviously that's very far away from now. Just to wait to hear for somebody to reach out. We got the moon. You know, I'm hearing them say, for some reason, it's like they intentionally, I'm hearing them say they intentionally said January, February, not because that's the time frame of when they're going to reach out, but more so it is just a representation of something else. And it means something to you. I don't know necessarily what it means just yet. So maybe think about those months, maybe something symbolic happened during that time or whatever. But when we think about January, it's the first month. So 1, and then we have February, which is the second month, 2. So maybe you can hear from them within 1 to 2 weeks, 1 to 2 days, or 1 to 2 months, depending on like the type of situation you're in with this person. And even if you notice here how the waves are split and the moon is in the center, it's just very interesting to me, like how it's set up this way. And maybe they don't want you to really know and think about it too hard. That's what I'm getting with that for the timing question. And then let's get you some higher stuff. Questions. Okay. Bring it up a little bit. Oh, you say he's an Aquarius. Okay, so maybe that's why those months came out. Maybe that's the answer of why those months came out. So that picks up on his energy even more. I'm trying to move my stand so I don't hit it anymore. Okay. Higher self messages. We have number 4, sparks, and then number 44, synchronicity. This number has been following me around for the longest lately, so I feel like it's following me around now. But that's just so funny to me. All right, let's get some more cards for you. Number 24, romance. Number 47, optimism. Number 28, unfinished business. And then number 11, divine timing. Okay, so I feel like your higher self wants to say to you that honestly, there's so many beautiful changes that are about to, show up for you at this time. And I'm just noticing all the 4s that I'm seeing. Anyway, there's so many great moments that are, coming your way and they're actually already here for you. And a lot of them are showing up at the right time. You might have thought like, oh, maybe, spirit, the universe forgot about me. It's not happening. It is what it is. And it's like, no, they're actually showing up at the perfect time, the time where you least expect it, because it's no longer like a thought of yours that you worry about or you put a lot of resistance towards it. And I'm noticing too with the romance card, that's one of the things that they wanted me to point out, is that you start to see movement in your love life, but it happens at a time where it's not literally the forefront of your thoughts all, every day. And it's not saying that it is now, but more so you have your focus elsewhere. You're not worried about something else as much anymore. And someone's dog is not happy that their owner left. It's so funny. Anyway, I see that as a thing. I'm also noticing too that with the unfinished business, that there is some work that you need to, you know, nip in the bud, like get rid of that, finish it off, let it go, and release it. And then also too, I see it's more so about you as a person, like learning more about who you are and what you want, and just your soul story. As you uncover that story, you're allowing yourself to truly enjoy this journey of life that you're on. Because when you realize what your story is and all that it entails, it allows you to move differently. And you shift in a way that gives you a better perspective on things. So I feel like your higher self is definitely telling you to do that. And your higher self is telling you to embrace all of this beautiful, you know, love and joy and prosperity and just accolades that are coming your way. I'm hearing you're going to receive some high praises from somebody, and don't shoot them down. Don't, be, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Can't think of the word right now, but like, don't try to brush it off like, oh, it's nothing. It's like, no, hype yourself up. Be proud of yourself. That's what I'm hearing them say. Okay. So I hope that resonated with you. Alrighty. And then we have Red Nappy Summer. You're welcome. All right, Red Nappy Summer. Okay. What they want me to know that I'm overlooking or not taking serious enough that they are trying to get to me. Let's see. We have grief and sadness, number 10. Number 26, separation. Number 44 is synchronicity. I feel like the first thing that I'm seeing is they are saying, it's funny, I'm getting like two conflicting messages. But I guess it's like this energy of like balance in a sense. So the first thing that I'm seeing is with the grief and sadness card and separation, to not try to separate yourself from feeling sadness, from feeling grief. Like if you're upset about something, you're mad about something, you're sad about something, let yourself feel it, right? But then also to not feel like you have to always be that energy, right? So finding that balance of like, okay, I'm gonna give myself the space to feel what I gotta feel, and then once I hit that time limit or hit that moment, leave it, let that be. Don't, sit in it longer, because it's only going to, cause additional grief and sadness, or, make you feel some type of way. And then, just be kind of come in this stagnant energy. So that's one of the big things that I see here, that they really want you to be mindful of, like finding that balance of like feeling, but then also to releasing, like knowing when to let it go. And then also, kind of going back to, I think it was Rosalie's reading with like separating yourself from other people's grief and sadness is a big thing too, that you have to be mindful of, because sometimes we pick up on other people's energy and we don't even realize it. And then the synchronicity card is to basically know that when you are experiencing something that you don't want to experience, it doesn't mean that you did something wrong. It doesn't mean that they're not listening to you, that they're punishing you. It's more so that everything is just falling into play the way it's supposed to, because this is the script. This is how it goes, right? And I've mentioned this many times in other lives and other videos. It's just like we can ask for something and we think like, oh, it's just supposed to be this beautiful light, rainbow, all this greatness, right? And then there actually might be some storms that come along the way in order for you to get to where you're trying to go, right? So an example, let's say you're like, I want to make, way more money now. And you lose your job. But the purpose of you losing your job was to push you to do something else, or to apply to another type of job to make more money, right? So we don't think that's how we want it to go, because we're like, I just want to make the more, I just want to get more money. So I'm expecting more money just pop into my bank account. But it's like, no, things have to shift, things have to change. So in order for that to happen, some things might have to be released. Unfortunately, it could be a thing that makes you feel even more nervous, but you have to look at it as a blessing and knowing that this was a part of the script, this was a part of the plan in the long run, as well. So that's what I kind of feel, what the big picture is here and the big message. I'll just get a couple more cards. See, we have the Goddess of Pentacles. It's just letting you know, like, regardless of what you feel like it's being, removed from your life, is not meant for you to feel like you're missing out or not getting enough. Like, you're gonna get everything and then some at the end of the day. So never fear, never worry about that, because it would always work out for you. It's gonna always work out for you, okay? So that's what I have for you, Red Nappy Summer. It's very beautiful. All right. You said, I feel like something is missing from the earlier reading, but I don't know what it is. So I don't know. I don't even know what question to ask. I guess we can ask, like, what message is missing? We can do that maybe. Number 32, confusion. Number 1, know your worth. Let me get some other cards. Number 2, Flamingo Fun. Number 27, Lotus Flower Enlightenment. And then number 26, Fence Boundaries. So I feel like the message, that was missing, setting more boundaries with yourself. So to avoid going down like a rabbit hole of like thoughts and, spiraling down that, like overthinking, over analyzing, setting those boundaries with yourself. Like the moment you catch yourself starting to do it, just like say, hey, wait a minute. Okay, sis, why do we feel like we have to, go down this rabbit hole in this moment? What about this situation is making you overthink? What about it is making you feel this way? Why do you feel like you have to do, like asking yourself those type of questions is important. I think too, I don't know why, but I don't know if you can do this or how to do it, but like send a letter to yourself, like a card. I don't know if you can like just send it without having like a return address on it. But even if you didn't, like, even if you weren't able to do that, like send it to yourself with the same address, like, I don't know, shift the address a little bit, like the return address a little bit, and then obviously have your address on the actual card itself. And then, open it when you get it. So like get a card that you feel like will speak to you in the moment, whether if it's like a congratulations card or like, just sending my love, or even if it's just a blank card, like you can get from the dollar store, like writing yourself a message that way and open it. Like, I don't know why I'm hearing spirits tell you to do that. Hey, Sarah. Yep, I'm still taking donations. That's what I'm picking up too. And, honestly, just have fun. Like, just take it easy. Don't overthink as much. Just take it easy, relax, have fun. And I feel like with this Know Your Worth card, I love this card. It's so beautiful. It gives me this vibe of like you knowing your worth to not overthink. You don't have to overthink. You shouldn't feel like you have to overthink. You don't need to overthink. So that's what I got for that question. I hope that resonated with you. I know, they're still going. And usually, like, nobody's dog barks. So I think their owner probably just like left them for a little bit. And maybe they were like, asleep, and they realized like, wait a minute, you're leaving. You don't normally leave at this time. Alrighty, Sarah, I got your donation for your reading. Alrighty. What do we have for you, Sarah? Yep, you can Cash App it. That's good. I'm happy that it resonated with you. All right, you wanted to know how to my speed the Taurus truly feels about me. All right, how do you do that? Let's see. Yeah, the Ace of Wands, the Princess of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. Yep, you can do love notes for the last one. Honestly, they just want you to be bold. Like Ace of Wands, the Princess of Wands, and then the Queen of Swords. Just be bold. Just ask them. You know, I feel like being direct is the best way to go because you're going to get the clearest answer. If you leave it kind of up in the air, if it's not like very clear when you're presenting the question, it can lead to the answer not being as direct or as clear, you know, on your end. I also get to it leaves less confusion, and it just shows that, you know what, I'm not afraid. I'm just gonna just be straight up. I'm gonna be honest about it, and it is what it is. And you know, we go from there. You know, you wouldn't have to worry about how do I write this? I'm trying to figure out a word. Basically, Spirit wants you to tap more in your boldness. Be direct, be more bold. That's all I got. That's all they want to say with that question. And I guess that's why they're making it very clear and bold in the answer, is because they want you to be clear and bold when you know, talk to him about it. Okay. And then love notes. You said you're up in the air. You know, I could be that way too sometimes, where I'm just like, I don't know what to say. So I'm just gonna kind of beat around the bush. And there's times where I'm like, straight shooter. All right, we have is something about the way you stare into my eyes. You and I will always meet somewhere in between. I need more time to figure things out. I'm in love with you and not sure how to tell you. I'm mentally conflicted and I don't know what to do next. You got all of me. I belong to you. You are the one that I want to be with. I pray to God to save you from me. Thank you for being patient. I know it isn't easy. And then finally, we have there's a song that reminds me of you, and I listen to it and think about you. And then we have I still love you. I'm sorry if I made you feel otherwise. All right, those are your love messages. I hope that resonated with you, Sarah. All right. Okay. So I think that was it on the list. Yep. If anybody else wants to donate for another question or reading, feel free to let me know now, or I will hop off out of here and figure out other things I need to do. I've been like slacking a little bit. But a part of me wants to go to bed soon. So that might be a thing that we do. And we just get up early and do the other things that we need to do. We'll see. But yeah, I think that's it. I should make a list of my things I need to do. Hey, Love Queen. Oh, you cooking? What were you cooking, Love Queen? Ooh, that sounds good. I love a good French fry. I've been pretty good. I've been pretty good. It's just so funny that I literally was thinking about you maybe like 30 to 45 minutes before I went live. And then you get on here. So it's like perfect timing. How have you been, Love Queen? We miss you. I know. That's just so funny. Like the vibe, the energy. The energy and love is always there. Oh, put these over there too. Sounds good. That sounds good, Love Queen. You gotta do what's best for you. And that's good that you're feeling lighter. You notice a difference, you know? I'm proud of you too. That's a huge step. That's huge. I'm gonna let y'all talk for like a couple more minutes, but I need to charge my computer because it's on 3%. Let y'all talk in the chat for a couple minutes. Alrighty, sounds good. Melanated geek. Had to put my computer on the charger. Yes, she has a beautiful garden. Okay, you said you sent me a message. Okay, I see it about the song. Okay. Is that a question you want me to answer on here, or was that the question that was answered when it was like the unknown? Got it. Extra question. All right. Let's see. We got the Five of Wands, the Chariot, the Two of Cups, and then the Judgment card, and at the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. I feel like when they first heard it, it was like a mixture of emotions, and they were like kind of try to fight like those different emotions that they were feeling, but Spirit was like, just let yourself feel it. Feel the love, feel the energy of the song. It's okay if it makes you emotional. It's okay if it makes you, feel a certain way. Like, you are meant to feel these emotions, so let yourself feel it. And he definitely appreciated, you sharing that song with him and shedding that light in terms of like what you feel or what you think of him and just in general. I feel him seeing you more of an equal, more and more, like in the way that you express yourself in love. Is something that I pick up here with this energy. He actually likes it too. That the song that you sent him. Sorry, I don't have like my computer, so I can't read the chat. I have to like stand up and look at the iPad for it. Okay, cool. Ooh, their garden sounds amazing. I love all of that. But yeah, that's what I got for that, Armantha. And yep, Cash App is fine. But yeah, that's what I got for you. So I'm going to close it out here for the questions. And I will see you all soon. And I hope everybody continues to do well and be well and know that they are loved. And yeah, I'll see you all soon. Bye, everybody. I just read your comment. Love Queen. Well, when the time comes, you already know that I'm always available.